I just received a call that the Fiesta is ready. So I'm going with a friend, he's dropping me there. I'm driving a Jetta. And then we hear what happened or what was done and how much it was going to cost in terms of the oil change and whatever was done to the Fiesta. So I'm just really looking forward. So a Jetta like this 1.4 with leather seats. These seats are actually heated seats, classic. I think this is a 2014 model with a sunroof. Actually this one comes with a sunroof, so you can easily just pull this one and then you have that sunroof there, and the leather seats at the back. It really looks good. I think this I wouldn't mind buying this one. And this is a manual 6-speed gearbox with auto lights. Of course it has everything that you need. This is really good. I like this one with your parking sensors right there as well. My favorite things: heated seats in the car, leather seats, and the sunroof. If a car has those things, for me I like it. It took me less than a minute to connect Bluetooth, my phone to Bluetooth here. Good thing about these cars, very easy when it comes to VW. That's why I'm a VW freak sometimes. There is a Fiesta. Collecting the Fiesta. Oh, this Jetta. The owner of this Jetta, I've been telling him to sell it to me. He never wants to sell it. Let's look at it. It's beautiful. I need to make a video of this car, make a review, drive it and talk about it. But anyway, the Fiesta is there. Let's find out. The Fiesta. Let's see what's working and what's not working. Okay, this is not mine. Probably Clinton knows about it. Let's put it aside. I'll sort that out. Okay, there comes the Fiesta. I did not get the invoice yet of what was done, but I'll show you what was done and how much I paid. But for now, I'm just collecting it. So let's just quickly test drive it and see what we have here. Okay, one thing that I can safely say is that Clinton surprised me that he also does aircon. So aircon in this car, they refilled the gas as well. So now we have the aircon in the Fiesta. We have the aircon in the Fiesta. What a good way of finishing the week. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the invoice from Clinton's Auto Repair. We've just received that invoice, so let's quickly go through it. Let me share it with you. Let me know if you think these costs or the saves or the repairs that were done are fair, if you think they are high or if you think they are low. All right, so let's go through it. One thing is the Fiesta is actually 146,553 kilometers. That's what the kilometers of the Fiesta at the moment. So let's see. The first thing, we have the description of what was done and or if the description of what was bought in terms of the parts. And then the quantity or QTY, that's the quantity. We'll share with you that the rate, how much they charge, and the amount, the total amount. So the thing that you should be looking out for is the amount, the end amount right there on your bottom right corner. All right, let's go through it quickly before we waste time. So let's start with the oil filters. So oil filters were changed. They costed 102 Namibian dollars, 5 cents. So the oil filters, these are when you do service of the car, oil filters needs to be changed. So these are filters that will filter the dirty particles not to go into the engine. So it's very important that when you do the oil change, you change the filters as well. So this had to be done. It's part of the service, the oil filter. So that was 102. So that's just the cost of the part. We will start with the costs of our parts first before we go to labor. So the second thing that was done, that was the air filter that was bought. Was the air filter at 221, 62 cent, 221.62 cent, 221 Namibian dollars. By the way, if all these figures are in Namibian dollars, you can check the exchange rate if you are whichever country you are, so that you see. So the air filters for a car that has an aircon, definitely it has to be changed, because then you need, when you open the aircon, you need to have filters that are clean for you to have clean air, instead of you breathing these dirty particles. So these are the air filters. And then the plugs, spark plugs. Spark plugs looks like this. These are what we call spark plugs. So they go into the engine. So 4 of them, because it's a 4-cylinder inline. So 4 spark plugs we had to be replaced. So the spark plug, I'm not going to go into detail what spark plugs are. That's so much of engineering and mechanics that I'm not going to get involved into now. But spark plugs, they bring the fire in the cylinders. Bring the fire in the cylinders and injectors, piston, and so forth to mix the fuel, blah, 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 blah. It's complicated. Anyway, so spark plugs, they costed 243 Namibian dollars, 48 cents. So that was the cost of buying the spark plugs. And then the engine oil was almost 300, so 298.80 cent, 298 Namibian dollars 8 cent for the engine oil. So I believe this should probably be a 5 liter. So what they do, they drain out the old engine oil, which would always look so dark, with quite a lot of dirty particles in it. So they put a little bit of clean engine oil to flush out all the dirt, and then they close it up, and then they put in the new engine oil. So probably that's a 5 liter. It's almost 300 Namibian dollars. Things are really expensive. All right. And then the next thing was the seals. So the seals costed $78.35. So these are just seals that they put after they remove. I'm not sure these seals, actually, which ones are. But I believe are seals just to make sure that there's no oil leak and so forth after putting the engine oil. All right. And then after that, we have the G12 antifreeze. So the antifreeze, I think there were 3 of them. They're in quantity. So probably these are 500 milliliter. 3 of them, $69 each. These were 3 of them at $69 each. So they costed a total of $207. $207. So the antifreeze, you remember that there was a leak, water leak. So we had to buy antifreeze. So by the time they checked, there was low antifreeze. So they had to put that pipe and then put in bottles of antifreeze. So at antifreeze, there were 3 bottles. Let me know if I needed 3 bottles, 1 bottle or 2 bottles. But anyway, there were 3 bottles. They costed $207. All right. And then there's a water pipe. That broken water pipe, that one we had to change. It was broken. It costed $270 for a new water pipe. That water pipe from the coolant bottle all the way to the radiator, all the way to the radiator. So that water pipe costed $270. It had to be done. And then there's a 30 amp fuse, $25, 25 Namibian dollars. So that was the fuse. There was a fuse that was probably blown out. I'm not sure if that was the cause of the hooter not working. I'm not sure if also it's part of the cigarette lighter 12-volt plug, and also the auxiliary cable or auxiliary port. So this fuse was replaced, and then after that there were consumables. I'm not sure what these consumables are, but surely the Fiesta was very clean when I got it, actually more than when I dropped it. So it looked very clean. That was 95 Namibian dollars. So these are the costs of things that were ordered and a few things that were done. Then we come to the labor consumables. I'm not sure what these consumables are anyway. The service itself. Let's start with the service first. The service. So the 2.5 that you see there, these are hours. So they charge $600 per hour. So now 2.5 means they did 2 hours, 30 minutes to change the oil, change the spark plug, change the engine oil, change the filters and the oil filters. So it took them 2 hours, 30 minutes. At $600, that was $1,500. Easy math. So tell me if that labor is fair for you that knows to fix cars or that have an idea. Remove and fit water pipe. So that water pipe that was bought, removing it and fitting it, it took them 25 minutes. So because they charge at $600 per hour, 25 minutes of that. That was 150 Namibian dollars to remove and put it back. And then apart from that, then we have remove and fit right front side gearbox seal. So that was the way the gearbox was leaking. So removing it and fitting it back, it took them an hour 30 minutes. It took them an hour 30 minutes removing it, putting in the gearbox oil in the gearbox because the oil was leaking. So that totaled to 900 Namibian dollars. Then we have the inspection of hooter, lighter and heater fix. This one I do not understand. I think this one is the one that I am a bit don't understand. It's a 600 Namibian dollars of the inspection to see what was not working. But I said these things were not working. But anyway, they inspected them, so that was 600. So that means it took them an hour because they charge 600 per hour. So if it's 600, it means inspecting of the hooter, lighter and heater. I do not know what heater they're talking about. Fix. It's $600. Probably it's something that I might be sharing with you. So that all together came to a total of 4,691 cents. 30 cents without VAT. So including a 700 VAT, it went to 5,395. That's the total. Fixing all that and everything that was bought. One thing I should mention was that the aircon, remember I mentioned it was not working. So when I got there, Clinton told me that he can fix the aircon, and I said, okay, if you can fix the aircon, can you please check? So what they did, they removed the aircon because we thought the compressor was not working because it had some chuchiri noise, some kind of squeaking noise, you know. So they removed the compressor, and then they saw that there was I think it's a pulley, a compressor pulley or something. No, not a pulley. It's a I forgot that part. But Clinton said it's on a compressor. It's defective. So ordering it was going to be too expensive, and I think Clinton knows that I was not going to do that, or just for him also to save me costs. He was like, no, let's just quickly try to touch it up and fill in the gas and see and test it and see if it works. So they did that and then closed everything up, and then they tested the aircon, and the aircon was working all of a sudden. So that, I do not see it here on these costs, unless if it's the heater thing, that is the heater fix. But that cost, I do not see it in here. So if that is not part of it, or if that's that cost, so it means it balances and it's really good. The cost is fair. All right, so the aircon was done, but if it's not there, it means the aircon was done and I was not charged for that, for kind of removing, inspect it, and but I think it's part of that. I'm not sure how much is it refilling the gas, but I think it's part of all that together. Yes. Okay, let me know in the comment below what you think about this cost. Is Clinton auto repair affordable, fair, pricey, or below fair? Let me know from your observation of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe, share and comment. That way you will help this channel to grow. Only a few percent of people that are watching are actually subscribed. About 70% of my viewers are not subscribed. So please encourage everyone to subscribe, share, like and comment, as I said, and it takes efforts to make these videos for you, and I'll keep on doing them for you. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.